Thanks for watching County Report this week. I'm Susan Kennedy. After serving for 12 years as the superintendent of Montgomery County Public Schools, Dr. Jerry Wiest has officially retired. And how fitting it was that on his final day, he and Board of Education President Christopher Barkley presided at the unveiling of the prestigious Malcolm Baldrige Award Crystal. Here's the story from MCPS.
MCPS teachers, staff, parents, and students work together every single day to achieve excellence, and were recognized by receiving the 2010 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award. The community joined to unveil the Crystal Award that symbolizes the highest presidential recognition given to American organizations for performance excellence. Montgomery County Public Schools becomes only the 6th public school system to receive this honor.
40% of all of the high-scoring African Americans on advanced placement in this state came from this school system. 2.5% of all of them in the United States of America on the advanced placement test came from this school system.
As you know, this is the highest honor an American organization can receive for performance excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership.
To reach this goal of academic excellence, teachers, principals, administrators, and support staff followed the Malcolm Baldrige education criteria for performance excellence and formalized key processes designed to produce high levels of performance in every part of the school system.
I think it just helps reassure our parents that we have a very well-run school system here, not only at educating our students, but at managing employees and such a large school system.
It really validates what we've been doing, and it says to the rest of the country, regardless of your size or whatever endeavor you're involved with, it is possible to achieve this performance excellence.
This prestigious and coveted award is testament to the more than 22,000 staff who are focused on a quality education for all students and support from a community that values education.
Yes, we won the most prestigious award you could ever win as an organization. However, there are some things that we still need to do better because continuous improvement is never over.
Dr. Wiest's replacement, Dr. Joshua Starr, officially took over the position on July 1st. MCPS is the first Maryland-based organization to be a Baldrige recipient. President Barack Obama will present the award to MCPS and other recipients during a White House ceremony next year. County Executive Ike Leggett participated in the dedication to commemorate the first in a series of permanent public art projects designed to improve the quality of life for residents in the Long Branch area of Silver Spring. Lorna Virgili was at the event held at the Carroll Apartments. Lorna?
Susan, 400 diverse families, including 700 youth and children, reside in these apartments. This story is about how art is transforming an entire community. It has taken a village. The residents of Carroll Apartments, but mostly the children, have embraced art and beauty to demonstrate that despite obstacles, good things can be accomplished when working together.
These beautiful stairs are important to us in many ways. These are steps you can take each day to get to the bus stop, parking, and home. But the stairs also represent steps you can take to help you get out and get to a better place in life. And what of a better model can we have for our young people to have the hope, the pride and expectation that they will have a better place in life.
The project that brought them together was a colorful stair mosaic that Arts on the Block created to change and beautify the neighborhood. The children get to participate by placing the glass mosaic pieces on the steps.
This project was helpful in pulling the community together because they were involved from the ground up in thinking through what their needs were, filling us in on what they were, and now seeing them come to life. Not only did they support the whole design process, but the children in the community helped actually put the pieces into the mosaic.
Community residents such as Alicia Lopez spoke of how positive the art project has been within the apartment complex and how crime has dropped due to community activism.
In 2010, from January till about June, we experienced 8 robberies in this area. And in the same time frame in 2011, we've only had 2. Robberies are a crime of violence and something that we hold as a very high priority in reducing in this district. So that impact, that change is very positive. It makes us feel very confident that we're moving in the right direction.
There's also been a reduction in other crimes and drug activity. Public and private partnerships assisted this community made up of primarily low-income residents. For County Report this week, Lorna Virgili.
It's no secret times have been tough here in Montgomery County. The county recently wrapped up its budget season where many programs and services had to be cut because revenues just weren't there. But one county resident found a way to pick up where the government left off. When Karen Gardner got word she'd won a free catered meal for 100 from California Tortilla, she knew exactly what she wanted to do with it.
I would donate mine to Stepping Stone's homeless shelter. My family and I are so blessed. We don't have to worry about where we're going to sleep, what we're going to eat the next day, and that's exactly what I did.
The folks at California Tortilla were so impressed with her deed, they decided to do their part and double the prize, sending more platters of food to the Goody Drive Men's Shelter.
Basically, we started running a catering promotion that was to promote catering for Cinco de Mayo, and we asked our customers to write to us and tell us why they deserve to win a catering program, and Karen wrote this heartfelt letter that actually inspired us to change the promotion. And we did not award one, we awarded 20, and it was basically to people that they didn't even want the meal for themselves. They gave it away to somebody. In this case, it was the Stepping Stones shelter. So it's been wonderful. Everybody on our team here has enjoyed seeing where the food is going. It's been a fabulous experience.
A lot of happy people all over Rockville.
We rely so heavily on the community for support for our meal program. So what we're trying to do is always reach out to the community for food and other donations. It's just an amazing example of a public-private partnership and folks reaching out to help those in need.
Councilmember Craig Rice got wind of this unique public-private partnership and wasted no time in finding the folks who were behind the donation and thanking them for stepping up to the plate.
Karen Gardner.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This certificate acknowledges Karen Gardner for her selfless contribution and honors her as a role model to others. We just have gone through a very difficult budget cycle in Montgomery County. Some of the shortfalls that happen when we don't have the money to be able to protect our most vulnerable citizens. And it's extremely difficult. And it requires the community to step up. It's a partnership with companies and organizations like California Tortilla, but it also embodies citizens and citizenry in action like yourself, Karen, because it's so extremely important. And so I just wanted to take today just to say thank you.
And what does Karen Gardner think of her award?
I was very moved by that. I did not expect anything of this magnitude. I didn't expect anything at all other than to just donate a party and help some others out, even if only brighten their day for that day. I just wanted to make a difference.
Still ahead on County Report this week, the third part in our series where we follow Councilmember Nancy Florine through her treatment for breast cancer. And some Montgomery College students get a real-life lesson in the cultivation of trees. Stay with us. Thanks for watching County Report this week. It's been a busy week for Montgomery County Police, and Officer Rebecca Innocenti is here to tell us about a homicide that took place in Gaithersburg. Officer, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Susan. On July 2nd at approximately 10:50 p.m., officers responded to a residence in the 100 block of Stephen Court for the report of an assault. Once arriving on scene, officers found a male lying unresponsive on the ground, suffering from multiple head injuries. He was transported to a local hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. He is being identified as Justin Eugene Carter, age 28. Preliminary investigation by detectives revealed that the suspect, identified as Brandon Deschelle, age 24, and the victim became involved in a physical altercation that night, during which time the victim was struck multiple times about the head. Brandon Lamont Deschelle is being charged with second-degree murder in this case.
And is he being held currently on bond at this time?
He is. He's being held on $500,000 bond.
Okay, good work. Thank you very much, Officer Rebecca Innocenti, Montgomery County Police. Montgomery College's Landscape Technology program had an introduction to a course that taught students about caring for trees. Students in this class literally learned how to climb, cut, and prune trees.
Got a nice rope angle my man set me up with.
I'm Steve Nagy, board certified master arborist from the Davey Tree Expert Company, and I've decided to teach Landscape 150, which is Introduction to Arboriculture here at Montgomery College, Germantown campus. And what it is, it's basically a one-week course, 1 credit, that involves ascending into trees safely using gear that the college has already, and some basic concepts of moving through the trees, safety, ropes, saddles, hard hats, glasses, all that stuff. It's very introductory to what your everyday arborist would be doing. This is the 2nd year we've done this. It's been a big success, a big turnout. The reason why this course is so unique, it's not offered anywhere else locally. It's for those students who are involved in the landscape-minded program. They can get a flavor for what it takes to be an arborist. They can also understand if they're bidding work or they're using a subcontractor with someone that's providing tree care, what is proper, what's not proper. And it also gives them the ability to work in the small trees starting off and provide service to clients that maybe they would have to sub out.
Well, I was scared at first, but the instruction's so good and I felt very comfortable. As soon as I saw other people do it, I felt like I could handle it, and as soon as I tried a little bit, I got better and just progressed from there. And then you really want to get up high because it's fun. So, very nice. It's beautiful. This was challenging, and it's something that I knew I could handle, and I just thought I would give it a try.
I know my mom can never believe me when she sees me do this stuff. Get down from there. You're gonna get hurt.
My mother would kill me.
To learn more about Montgomery College's Landscape Technology program, go to montgomerycollege.edu. Last month, Councilmember Nancy Florine announced she had been diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer. Ms. Florine's cancer was detected through a routine mammogram, which prompted her to get the word out to other women about being proactive in their own health. In part 3 of our series, A New Chapter, we find out how her radiation treatments are affecting her daily life. Getting radiation treatment for breast cancer at the crack of dawn every morning wasn't exactly how Nancy Florine planned on starting her summer. But the reality is, this is her drill until the end of July. She's the first patient to arrive at the Suburban Radiation Oncology Center each day.
I come here every morning first thing, and it doesn't take long at all for the procedure. It's about 10 minutes. Max. It's mostly getting in and chatting, and then leaving. So it's pretty convenient for me.
It was after a tumor was spotted in a routine mammogram that this new chapter in her life began. Doctors wasted no time in scheduling a lumpectomy. After receiving a pathology report that was good news, Ms. Florine began her 6-week radiation treatment to eradicate any trace of the cancer that could possibly be left behind.
You're not supposed to move at all. So I'm very quiet, and I just sort of let it pass. And it's not bad to have a meditative moment at the beginning of the day. That's how I treat it.
So far, she says, she's doing fine.
I think I'm starting to feel some fatigue from it. That's what they say. And I'm getting a little bit of burning, or sort of a rosy glow from the daily radiation. But it's nothing that can't be overcome. And of course, I'm busy anyway, so is it my committee work or is it the radiation? I couldn't really tell you what the issue is.
The staff at the center are part of the new circle of friends she's gained from her experience. Their support, along with that of her family and friends, has been overwhelming and has given her the courage to be open about her cancer.
Certainly I've learned a lot about cancer. And I still can't believe that I have breast cancer. I really don't think it's sunk in. The other thing that I've learned really from other people is being a patient means being patient. You really need a lot of patience. Just learning the system, learning the bureaucracy, learning the do's and don'ts, and taking the time to think about it and talk about it.
She looks
pretty happy right now. She is a lucky dog, lucky lady.
At the advice of doctors, Ms. Florine says she will make more time for herself over these next several weeks. She's made some changes to her diet.
Less red meat, more fruits and vegetables.
And is exploring a yoga class for cancer survivors as part of her physical therapy. There is no doubt this is the #1 thing in her life right now, and that she considers herself one of the lucky ones.
Thing is, it's okay. It's a disease, really. This can be overcome. I've met so many people with great stories of how they have dealt with this and certainly moved on. I have aunts who had breast cancer and lived for 30 more years.
So you're not seeing any cancer in there?
This is just diagnostic now. Just diagnostic images now. Just to start planning.
Well, then this is your job. Get rid of whatever's in there.
That's right.
When her radiation wraps up, Ms. Florine will sit down with an oncologist to map out a long-term treatment plan, the next chapter in her story. Still to come on County Report this week, did you know you could reduce your carbon footprint by wearing certain clothing? We'll have that story. And some interesting activities surrounding a historic site in Bellsville. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Last week, the Montgomery County Department of Parks made the site of the historic Darby store a bit safer. The store is located on the corner of routes 109 and 28 in Bellsville and has been part of that community since 1910. Last week, the store was moved 27 feet back from the corner in order to help preserve the structure. The move took 2 days, and here's how they did it. The Department of Parks will install a new roof, complete some interior stabilization work, and exterior painting later this summer. There's nothing quite like a soft, comfy t-shirt and a pair of sweatpants. What if you could wear your favorite clothing and help the earth at the same time? Our friends at Montgomery Community Media have the story of a clothing company that is working to do just that.
Most of us take the cotton we wear for granted, when in fact, conventional cotton exposes us to toxic chemicals from synthetic pesticides that end up in our ground, air, water, and food supply. Here at Nest, an eco-friendly clothing and gift shop, sell lots of products that are made with organic cotton. They know cotton is considered one of the most chemically dependent crops in the world because of its heavy use of pesticides and insecticides. Plus, these chemicals remain stored in commercial cotton and eventually end up being absorbed by your skin. We are at Nest in Clarksville Square in Clarksville, and with me is Anastasia McDonald. What is Nest?
Nest is an eco-friendly store. Everything here is either eco-friendly or fair trade or handmade or somehow supports a thoughtful lifestyle.
And what is it that makes this place so popular? I mean, I know there's a lot of organic cotton here, and I know it's a big trend right now, especially with baby items, which are beautifully displayed behind us. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Well, I think what's making it popular is that for the most part organic cotton and a lot of eco-living items are only available online. Mm-hmm. And this is an actual place where you can come and try on the clothes or touch the baby clothes or touch the pottery before you take it home.
Instant gratification.
Well,
you can buy all
check
that
it
you
out.
want.
You don't have to pay for shipping.
Exactly. Why is it that we should use organic cotton? I mean, what's the story behind the organic cotton versus the other cotton?
Conventional cotton is grown using pesticides and herbicides. Organic cotton is grown without any of that.
How are we affected by all that?
It's The pesticides do, some residue is left on the cotton through the cleaning process and the textile milling process. So with organic cotton, it's cleaner, it's better for your health, it's better for the health of the farmers, it's better for the land it's grown on.
So what would you like people to take away from this store when they see it?
Well, our hope is that people would have found something to think about, and they'll leave with some small or big new way to be a little greener in their life.
Great. Well, if you want to find out more about Nest and their products, go to their website at nestnaturalhome.com.
Up next on County Report, Kathy Stanhope will be here with a duo up for adoption this week. But first, something to do on a summer day with your future entomologist. Keep it here on County Report. Welcome back. Each year, the folks at Brookside Gardens put together their popular Wings of Fancy Butterflies show. Well, it's that time of year again, and we got an up-close look at some of the beautiful winged creatures from our photographer, Mike Springerth.
Hi, I'm Leslie McDermott at Brookside Gardens. We are here at the Wings of Fancy live butterfly exhibit. It's the hottest ticket in town right now. So let's go back and meet Kathy Stevens, our conservatory manager, so she can tell you more about the butterflies and caterpillars. Come on.
You buy your admission at the gift shop, and then you'll be walking down this long garden path through our butterfly garden on your way to the entrance to the Wings of Fancy exhibit. So you can learn which plants you need to grow, not just to attract the adults, but also to feed the caterpillars and help butterflies thrive in our area. So you can learn a lot about butterflies and gardening for butterflies before you even get to the front door of our exhibit. Inside this greenhouse, we have butterflies from all over the world, flying around freely.
I want a butterfly to land on my finger.
Among plants that provide them with nectar and also fruit juices, if that's what they prefer.
The reason that some of the butterflies prefer to eat fruit is they grew up somewhere where there's more rotting fruit, for example, a rainforest.
You can see the entire life cycle of the butterfly when you come here, from eggs to caterpillars to the pupa to the flying adults. I also want you to just enjoy the motion and the color and the just kind of the fantasy land that this greenhouse becomes when it just becomes Butterfly World. So it's really a special event that runs for a limited time from May through mid-September, and it's open every day. Visit to the exhibit is a great thing to do even if you're just a mom and a child, or you've got friends visiting from out of town. But the butterfly exhibit has become a really popular destination for group visits of all kinds.
Butterflies, because the USDA would not like that. They will shut us down if we lose butterflies. So we need to check really, really good. So I want you to shake your skirts and your pants legs really, really good. Now check your shoes. You know, make sure there's none on the top here. Oh well, let me see if you have something in your hair. Nah, I don't think so. When you go through this door, you will have to check again. We have to check twice.
We're going to stand here in front of the mirror and we're going to check ourselves. We're going to shake our shirts, flap our wings, okay?
Thanks, Kathy. In addition to the Wings of Fancy live butterfly exhibit, which runs through September 18th, we have many workshops, demonstrations, a Landscape for Life lecture series. So come on out to the gardens and enjoy the gardens, enjoy the programs, the events that we have to offer all year round. You can get more information by picking up a copy of Experience magazine or going to our website, brooksidegardens.org. See you in the gardens.
When the budget was approved in May, it included a program that allows kids to take ride-on buses for free. Tom Pogue has the story in this week's Transportation Update.
Hi, I'm Tom Pogue, Community Relations Manager for the Department of Transportation. Here's an update from Montgomery County.
Beginning July 1, the Kids Ride Free program will once again provide free rides on county ride-on buses and certain Metrobus routes within Montgomery County. The free rides will be available weekdays between 2 and 7 p.m. to kids aged 18 and under. The popular program will operate year-round. Students should show their school photo ID cards when boarding buses. MCDOT will be printing a special ID for those who do not have school IDs. Student bus rides at times other than weekdays between 2 and 7 p.m. require payment either by the Smart Trip card, cash, a Youth Cruiser Pass, or a 7-day pass. Youth Cruiser Passes allow those 18 and under to take ride-on at the steeply discounted rate of $11 a month. These passes are not accepted on Metrobus, however. For other facts about the program, including where to purchase a Youth Cruiser Pass, go to the county's website at montgomerycountymd.gov/MCDOT. We're working to keep you moving economically.
In our Pet of the Week segment, 2 sweet kittens are the stars of the week. Here's Kathy Stanhope.
Hi, this is Kathy Stanhope with your Pet of the Week at the Montgomery County Humane Society, and I'm here with a real treat for you and for me. I have, as you can see, 2 very tiny little kittens on my lap. This is Granite and Nitrogen. They are just about 2 months old, so they're just about ready to go home. Now, going with the new policy at the Humane Society, all cats and dogs will be spayed or neutered before they go home. So these little guys will be spayed before they go home with you, but they are just adorable. I don't know if you can see how cute they are on the TV, but they're just wonderful. They're purring up a storm, and they're just as cute and playful as can be. They really want a home. This is kitten season. So even if you're not ready to adopt a cat or a kitten, you might want to consider fostering. We are always in need for people who want to take an animal in temporarily, particularly if you're willing to take in a litter of kittens. We always need someone like that, and the nice thing about that is you're not making a commitment for years, you're just making a commitment for several weeks while the cats are waiting for a new home. And also the Humane Society helps with expenses, so it's not quite as expensive as adopting an animal. So come on down to the shelter and meet these 2 little girls. They're adorable. Oh, look at these faces. They really want to go home with you. Give us a call at 240-773-5967 or visit us on the web at mchumane.org. Come on down and meet them. You'll be so glad you did because they're adorable and they need a home, and you will definitely go home with your new very best friend.
Well, that does it for this edition of County Report This Week. I'm Susan Kennedy. Thanks for watching.
Sarah Chan, a basketball and softball star at MC Rockville, has been named to the NJCAA All-American Academic Team. Chan was ranked at the superior level, and her 3.94 GPA makes her one of the top academic athletes in the country. MC Electrical Engineering student Fardad Galshani received a $4,000 scholarship from the Washington, D.C. chapter of the Armed Forces Communications and Electronics Association. Galshani's scholarship was presented by NASA Administrator Charles Bolden. Montgomery College and Montgomery County Public Schools partner this year to award a record number of STAR scholarships to 614 outstanding African American and Black students from county schools. Philanthropist Paul Peck created the awards, and they can be used for both academic and vocational education. For more information about the endless possibilities at your community college, visit our website.